I hate playing a game on stream and like a room code, boom, right on the screen. That is my biggest pet peeve. I cannot stand that when a room code shows by default. It's not a thing you can go click on to view or something. Oh my god. Or at least add a streamer mode if you're trying to make a party game. You know streamers are going to play it. You know they are. They're always looking for them. Please. I'm practically begging devs to just add streamer mode to everything or just, not show room codes all the time. Devs are like, at least we're not showing your IP. Yeah, they're like, congratulations, I've done you this wonderful service. An incredible boon from me of me not showing your IP to the world. You're welcome. Thanks, devs. So cool. So cool. The worst is when they just pull file names and things. I can't stand that. I mean, one of my favorite games that I played on stream was Inscription. Yet, they did the thing where there are two sections in the game, two separate sections, where they just show shit from your computer straight up. And it's supposed to be a fourth wall breaking moment, which is cool, but that should, number one, be something that you acquiesce to when you open the game. They should have full disclosure. And I know it ruins the moment, but there should be a clause in there. Yeah, the ARG bits. I understand it, but still. And then second thing is that should just be something where there should be a warning. Maybe if they have a streamer mode, they also know if you're streaming. Yeah, stuff like that. It's cool, but I don't want that. There are a lot of games that that recently have been trying to do that. It does show files from your PC. There's a point in the third act where there's something computer related, and in order to make something, you have to make it by selecting a file on your computer. Essentially, it pulls up some random files that are pretty large, and you have to pick one that is the biggest size, right? The biggest file size. And it just shows on the screen. I don't remember if it shows just the file names or if it shows, I think maybe the paths to them as well, or at the top there's a path in some way or something like that. And I'm like, a lot of people name their drives certain things, and it's just like their name a lot of the time, right? Like, I always try to rename mine to something like I name the drive itself its own thing, or it's a reference to something, but it's not good. It's not good. A lot of people don't do that. Or sometimes when you rename a drive, it still doesn't change that path. You have to do something to do that, and it's just, became a trend in indie horror games. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. You name your drives pee pee poo poo and doo doo. Yeah. I think devs are allowed to not care about people streaming the game if they want to. Maybe not good for business, still their choice. Yeah, I think they should be required to say somewhere that it does that, though. They don't have to say the exact nature of it, but when you open a game, or maybe it's on the Steam page, maybe it's not in the game itself, it should be something where if they are going in and pulling file names, revealing information on your computer, if the game is doing anything more than just running itself and being a video game, I think it should have to be mentioned. It is a liability. So far, nothing crazy has happened. Well, not nothing is crazy has happened. Nothing's crazy has happened for any devs, but I feel like there should be a warning. That way, the person agreeing cannot blame a dev for something, right? Yeah, access to friends list and folders, right. And then you could say no, like, don't do this, and it could make something up or whatever, right? That was actually one of the other things Inscription did. It would pull names from your Steam friends list. It would pull names and put them in a list in one section, and you have to select one for something. And I was like, I hate that. I hate that. Because I've got friends that are not streamers. And, I was aware of that, so I removed them. I wrote down their IDs, and I removed them from my Steam friends list before I played that game. because I know some of them just wouldn't want to be known. They don't want their usernames out there. I've even had friends where I've told them, look, if you want to be on my Steam friends list, it might be shown at some point. Change your name to one you don't care about being seen, right? And it's not linked to anything personal or whatever. And they're either not on my friends list on there, or they have changed it. Because I don't know. It's just a little weird. It's usually fine, but for some people, I don't know. They link too many personal things to their usernames, and it just gets a little weird. So, you like Skinny to Pet? Game's whole bit is deliberately messing with your PC, but gets a clear warning out, and you can opt out of stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? I think the idea is totally cool, and I like that they want to do that. But Yeah, I think we need to kind of require some sort of warning or something. My ice cold take is that all apps should be zero trust with no access to anything outside their own directory without explicit permission. Yeah, me too. It's Antarctic cold, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Coldest take on the planet, and I fully agree. I really wish. I really wish. But then people would have to manage permissions for things. Hey, and that's why I think the file explorer and the whole hierarchy of file sorting in Windows is actually not ideal, and there should be some things changed and added, but we're not going to get into that because that's operating system shit, but it should be a little different. It should be a little different so that managing permissions and things like that is easier by nature. But that's a different discussion, you know. That's a different discussion. I think the tree hierarchy is not always the way, you know. You have friends who change Steam names a ton, so you have nicknames set up? Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. Exactly. File explorer, just file shut in. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to quarantine things more easily. It's really, it's very, it's all way too open. You should do Giga Chat on that? No. No. I love talking about these topics, but at the end of the day, a lot of these things are like not really hot takes or anything. I feel like there's a good number of people that get it. So I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth doing a video on. We're just sitting here ranting about things that we kind of agree on. You know what I mean? More about it. Yeah, warning seems fair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like the epileptic trigger warnings, they don't have to even make an opt-out thing if the dev themselves doesn't want to do the extra work. They just need to let people know from the get-go, hey, this could happen. Hey, this could happen. Hey, this could happen. Right? Hey, we're looking at your file names. I think that should all be disclosed. Disclosed. And I don't think looking at file names is the worst, but showing them on screen, you know. I still think it's bad, but I'm just saying, like, most people won't care. It's more so showing it where more people will care. Switch to Linux. I would rather cut my own feed off. I think Linux is great, but